The Ramayana is more than just a story in India. It is a cultural river that has flowed through the subcontinent for thousands of years. It shapes art, politics, and the daily lives of millions. The epic tells the grand tale of Rama, a prince of Ayodhya. He is the ideal man, the perfect son, and a righteous king. He is exiled to the forest for 14 long years with his devoted wife Sita and his loyal brother, Lakshmana. This journey is not just a physical one. It is a journey of dharma, of doing the right thing, even when it is incredibly difficult. This narrative forms the very bedrock of Hindu ethical and moral frameworks, providing a guide for righteous living. The story takes a dramatic turn when Sita, the embodiment of purity and devotion, is abducted. The demon king of Lanka, the powerful Ravana, takes her across the sea to his island kingdom. This act sets in motion a chain of events that leads to an epic conflict. Rama, filled with sorrow but unwavering in his duty, embarks on a quest to rescue her. He gathers a unique army of forest dwellers, the Vanaras, led by the mighty Hanuman. The tale is filled with magic, divine interventions, and powerful emotions. It is a story of love, loss, loyalty, and the ultimate battle between good and evil, a theme that resonates deeply with people everywhere. For countless generations, the Ramayana has been a source of wisdom and comfort. It is not something you simply read, it is something you experience. It is performed in village squares, sung in temples, and retold by grandmothers at bedtime. Its characters are not distant figures from a forgotten past. They are seen as role models and archetypes. Rama represents duty, Sita represents resilience, Hanuman represents devotion, and Ravana represents the dangers of ego and desire. The epic provides a rich tapestry of human emotions and ethical dilemmas, making it eternally relevant to the struggles and triumphs of everyday life. But the question that often arises is a simple one. Is this incredible story true? Did Rama really walk the earth? Did Hanuman really leap across the ocean? For believers, the Ramayana is history, a sacred record of divine events. They see the story as a literal account of the past, a guidepost for their faith. For others, it is a powerful myth, a symbolic tale designed to teach profound truths about the human condition. This tension between faith and history, between belief and evidence, is at the heart of the modern fascination with the Ramayana's origins. The epic exists in this fascinating space between what we believe and what we can prove. Historians face a significant challenge when they approach the Ramayana. Their work depends on verifiable evidence. They look for inscriptions, archaeological remains, and contemporary texts to reconstruct the past. When it comes to the Ramayana, such proof is incredibly scarce. The events described in the epic, if they happened, would have taken place thousands of years ago. The original story, composed by the sage Valmiki, was part of a long and rich oral tradition. Stories were passed down from one generation to the next through recitation and song. This method is perfect for preserving culture and values, but it is challenging for historical accuracy. The nature of oral tradition means that stories evolve. Each retelling can add new details, emphasize different themes, or adapt the narrative for a new audience. Over centuries, the core story of Rama may have been embellished with mythological elements. Deities, magical weapons, and talking animals might have been woven into an older, simpler tale. For a historian, separating the potential historical kernel from centuries of mythological layering is almost impossible. Without a contemporary manuscript or a clear archaeological marker from that specific era, they are left with a beautiful story, but no solid ground to stand on. This lack of concrete evidence is the primary reason most historians view the Ramayana as mythology, not history. Furthermore, the scale of the events described in the Ramayana is monumental. We read of grand palaces in Ayodhya and a golden city in Lanka. We hear of a massive bridge built across the sea and epic battles involving vast armies. Yet archaeologists have not found definitive ruins that match these descriptions from the proposed time period. While ancient cities have been discovered across India, none have been conclusively identified as the Ayodhya or Lanka of the Ramayana. This absence of archaeological evidence creates a major hurdle. It forces us to ask whether these places were real locations or symbolic landscapes representing kingdoms of righteousness and vice. The challenge is not just about finding a specific building or artifact. It is about understanding how ancient people saw the world. For them, the line between myth and history may not have been as rigid as it is for us today. Stories were meant to convey truth, but not necessarily literal, factual truth. They were vehicles for dharma, for understanding the cosmos and one's place within it. So, while historians search for evidence with their scientific tools, they are grappling with a text that may have been created with a completely different purpose in mind. The Ramayana was perhaps never intended to be a historical chronicle, but a timeless guide to living a meaningful life. Despite the doubts of many historians, the search for a historical Ramayana has never stopped. For millions of people, the epic is a living history, and its geography is real. Many researchers and enthusiasts believe that the story is rooted in actual places and cultural memories. They point to the detailed descriptions of geography within the text. The epic describes rivers, mountains, and forests with a familiarity that suggests real-world knowledge. The journey of Rama from the northern city of Ayodhya down through the Dandaka forest in central India and to the southern tip of the subcontinent is geographically plausible. Believers have traced this route, identifying numerous sites along the way. These places are now pilgrimage sites, each with a local legend connecting it to an event in the Ramayana. You can visit Panchavati in Maharashtra, where Rama, Sita, and Lakshmana are said to have lived. You can see the Hampi region in Karnataka, believed to be the ancient monkey kingdom of Kishkinda. And you can travel to Rameshwaram in the south, the place where Rama is said to have worshipped before launching his attack on Lanka. For those who follow this trail, the landscape itself becomes a sacred text. The epic is not just in a book, it is written upon the very land of India, connecting the faithful to their divine past. Renewed excitement in this field has been sparked by recent discoveries. One of the most talked about findings is in Sri Lanka, the island identified as Ravana's Kingdom of Lanka. Archaeologists have been exploring ancient sites, and some have unearthed the remains of a sophisticated ancient city. While there is no definitive sign that says Ravana was here, the discovery of a complex urban center dating back to that general era has captured the public imagination. It raises the possibility that the story of Lanka was not pure fantasy, but was perhaps inspired by a real, powerful, and wealthy kingdom that existed on the island. This potential connection fuels the idea that the Ramayana may be a blend of myth and history. Perhaps a real historical king or prince from a northern kingdom had a conflict with a ruler in the south. Over time, this historical event could have been retold and transformed. The human characters could have been deified and their struggles elevated into a cosmic battle between Dharma and Adharma. The discovery in Sri Lanka does not prove the Ramayana is literally true. However, it suggests that the story's authors may have been describing a world they knew, weaving together real places and cultures into their grand mythological tapestry. Ultimately, whether the Ramayana is a factual account of historical events may not be the most important question. Its true power lies not in its potential historicity, but in its profound and lasting impact on culture, ethics, and spirituality. For millennia, this epic has provided a moral compass for a vast civilization. It explores complex human relationships, the duty of a son, the loyalty of a brother, the devotion of a wife, and the responsibility of a king. These are timeless themes that speak to the core of what it means to be human. The story gives people a way to understand their own lives and their own struggles. The characters of the Ramayana have shaped the ideals of millions. Rama's commitment to Dharma, even at great personal cost, serves as a powerful ideal for leadership and personal integrity. Sita's resilience in the face of unimaginable hardship has made her a symbol of strength and fortitude. Hanuman's selfless devotion shows the power of faith and service. These characters are not just figures in a story. They are archetypes that live within the collective consciousness. They provide a language for discussing virtue, morality, and the purpose of life itself, making the epic a constant source of inspiration and guidance for navigating life's challenges. The Ramayana's influence extends beyond religion and philosophy. It has inspired some of the world's greatest works of art, literature, dance, and theatre. From the shadow puppets of Indonesia to the classical paintings of India, the story has been retold in countless forms, each adding its own unique cultural flavor. The epic has traveled across Asia, adapted and embraced by different cultures and religions, including Buddhism and Jainism. This remarkable adaptability shows that its message of righteousness, love, and perseverance transcends cultural and religious boundaries. It is a story that belongs not just to India, but to the world. So, as we ponder the mystery of its origins, we must also appreciate its enduring legacy. The Ramayana continues to be a living, breathing tradition because it speaks to a deep human need for meaning, purpose, and connection. It teaches us that even in the darkest of times, there is a path of righteousness to follow. Whether it is history, myth, or a blend of both, the Ramayana remains one of humanity's most cherished stories. Its truth is found not in archaeological digs, but in the hearts of those who continue to find wisdom in its ancient verses. What do you think? Is the epic a reflection of real events, or is its power purely in the realm of story?